Test, 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 test.
Good evening and welcome to the April 13th Code and Regulations Committee meeting. I'd like to roll call vote, please, to call the meeting to order. Here. Thank you. Before we proceed with our agenda, we have, I'd like to invite the mayor up to deliver 3 proclamations. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, you know what? I forgot about our invocation and our Pledge of Allegiance. We have Chaplain Kenneth Henley here tonight to deliver the invocation.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening. This evening we have a number of proclamations. Our first proclamation this evening is for National Therapy Dog as well as 17th Circuit Therapy Dog Day. And I know you've noticed several of the folks here, so if you want to come forward,
Right, go ahead. Hi, thanks for being here. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? You guys are growing. Hi, how are you? Hi. Great to see you.
Nice to see you here.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, I'm sorry I didn't say hi to you. Okay. You so somebody should kick me off. Wow, don't.
whereas the 17th Circuit Therapy Dog Volunteers have 27 therapy dog teams that provide support to children and adults throughout Winnebago County. And whereas each therapy dog team consists of a dog and a handler. The handlers walk with their dogs and allow people to pet them, talk to them, and read to them. And whereas studies have shown a decrease in both blood pressure and stress levels during therapy dog visits. And whereas, as frequently as requested, the therapy dog teams visit the Family Peace Center, the Carrie Lynn Children's Center, the Rockford Police District buildings, the Winnebago County Juvenile Detention Center, Winnebago County courtrooms, the Winnebago County Sheriff's Department, Rock Valley College, and 25 different Rockford public schools. And whereas these volunteer teams assist in improving the emotional, physical, and psychological educational well-being of children and adults in our community. Now therefore, I, Thomas P. McNamara, as the mayor of the city of Rockford, do hereby proclaim the month of April 2026 to be National Therapy Dog Month, and also proclaim April 17th, 2026 to be the 17th Circuit Therapy Dog Day. Bruce and team, I just want to say sincerely thank you. You have obviously grown over the years, but in the time I've had to be mayor, we faced a lot of really difficult times. And at each one of those times, you all have shown up, and shown up for those who needed you the most at the time that they needed you the most. And I just want to say sincerely thank you on behalf of all of Rockford residents for the work that you do. Bruce, would you like to share a few words?
I immensely appreciate this proclamation from the mayor. Each one of our handlers is in itself very special. Them and their dogs and our full board, they step up for whatever is coming our way. We are there to serve the whole community. All you have to do is reach out and call, and we're going to be there. But thank you again very much.
Thank you. Our next proclamation this evening is for National Public Safety Telecommunications Week. If you would like to come forward.
She's really nervous right now.
It's not that bad.
Whereas National Public Safety Telecommunications Week, the week of April 12th through the 18th of 2026, is set aside to honor all the persons who serve in the field of public safety telecommunications. And whereas when an emergency occurs, the prompt response of police officers, firefighters, and paramedics is critical to the protection of life and preservation of property. And whereas telecommunicators ensure the safety of our first responders by providing quality and accurate information obtained from citizens and by monitoring their activities by radio. And whereas each dispatcher has exhibited compassion, understanding, and professionalism during their performance on their job in this past year. Now, therefore, I, Thomas P. McNamara, as the mayor of the city of Rockford, do hereby proclaim April 12th through the 18th of 2026 to be National Public Safety Telecommunications Week. I, again, just want to say thank you. The job that you do every day, you're really that first line that is getting the call really chaotic at times, often people's worst day. And the patience and the compassion that you have on that phone, while also having the steadiness to react to that in real time is truly remarkable, and just want to say thank you on behalf of Rockford. Would you like to share a few words?
I think, yes. No, I just want to say thank you to our telecommunicators in our 911 division. We have about 45 people that work in our 911 center, working every day to provide that quick response to the community, which is what they deserve. They take about 104,000 emergency calls a year, 140,000 non-emergency calls a year, and so they do a tremendous job of being that first line of defense. And I know oftentimes that firefighters and police officers are the most visible part of that emergency response, but that voice on the phone and that voice on the radio is really what triggers us to get where we need to be as fast as we can. So I just want to say thank you. We've got Amy and Gabe and our 911 Division Administrator, Elizabeth Russell, here tonight, and we appreciate you guys, so thank you.
I would also just add, when the fire department does their survivors event every year, those individuals who have survived a really difficult instance, every single time I've been there, touch on the impact that those telecommunicators had during that really difficult time on either themselves or their family. Okay, we have one more very important proclamation. We have Week of the Young Child, and I believe we have Christina Albers, as well as other Rockford Public School teachers and participants.
How are you? Great to see you. Oh, sweet. Thank you. Hi. How are you? My name's Tom. What's your name? Okay. How are you? You snuck up on me. Try to be that way.
Keep me on my toes. All right, whereas the Week of the Young Child Rockford Region Collaborative, in conjunction with the National Association of the Education of Young Children, are celebrating the Week of the Young Child April 11th through April 17th, 2026, with free community celebration on Saturday, April 18th. And whereas the local organizations within the collaboration are working to promote and inspire high-quality early childhood experiences for our community's youngest citizens to provide a foundation of learning and success. And whereas teachers and others who work with or on behalf of young children from birth through the age of 8 are making a difference in the lives of these young children and deserve our thanks and recognition. And whereas public policies that support early learning for all young children are crucial to young children's future and the prosperity of our society. Now, therefore, I, Thomas P. McNamara, as the mayor of the city of Rockford, do hereby proclaim the week of April 11th through the 18th of 2026 to be the week of the young child. And again, we'll just say thank you. You look at the stages and what takes place in a young child from age 0 to 8, it's where they grow the most. And you are right there beside them, helping them grow and succeed, and just want to say sincerely thank you. Would you like to share a few words? You're closest to me. No.
From everyone in the collaboration, we want to say thank you to you and the city of Rockford for acknowledging us, and hope that anyone can come out to our wonderful free event that will have games and activities and entertainment and is free to anyone that wants to come. So feel free to come out next Saturday from 8 to 9?
9 to noon.
9 to noon. I got people there early at Harlem High School. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. We now have, before we proceed with our agenda, we have 5 people who have signed up for public participation. When I call your name, you can proceed to the either microphone at the back of the council horseshoe, and you will have 3 minutes to speak. When the timer signals that your time is up, your time is up. And our first speaker this evening is Andrew Petrocelli.
Good evening, my city. When I last spoke here to announce my run as an independent county clerk, I walked into this building with nothing but hope. Let me just say that the response I received confirmed to me that hope lives here. We have some phenomenal alderwomen and aldermen in this horseshoe who are making sure that businesses and residents alike are returning to this part of Illinois. We have a city government listening to these public speakers. We have the opportunity to own a home. And that's what a city is, opportunity. Now, let me say why this campaign means a lot to everyone here. First of all, the current incumbent is running unopposed for a 3rd term. And it was in their current term that voter data in this county was breached because it's outsourced to a private company in Iowa. And that's bringing me to my second point, which is I'm canvassing, collecting signatures, and all of these papers are going to go properly bound, directly turned in, because this is as grassroots as it gets. My father wasn't a politician. My mother emigrated from Mexico with nothing. So this campaign is funded by only me. I'm not asking for donations. I'm only asking for 6,138 signatures, which is over 13 times as many needed by a Democrat or Republican candidate, which is a sad form of systemic oppression. However, to quote Booker T. Washington, success is not measured by the position that a man has reached in his life, as much as it is measured by the obstacles he has overcome while trying to succeed. And I want to add a fun fact that I would be the strongest clerk because my squat, bench, deadlift total is over 1,250 pounds. But I want to thank all of you for hearing me tonight. And if there's one thing that you can take away, it's that you should always believe in yourself. You should always fear regret over failure and dare to dream, because you never know the possibilities that await if you just take that first step. Siempre crean en ustedes mismos. Tengan miedo al remordimiento de no hacer algo en vez de temer al fracaso, y atrévanse a soñar. Uno nunca sabe las posibilidades que esperan si tan solo toman ese primer paso. Thank you.
Thank you. Our second speaker this evening is Matthew Wilder. Matthew not here? Okay, we can come back. Our third speaker is John Tack Brantley.
Good evening, Mayor McNamara, all the persons and our citizens of Rockford, Illinois. I want to take this opportunity because this is going to be a very historical history month for us. Actually, I started speaking at City Hall in August of 2009 when Mark Anthony Baltimore was killed, and I continue to speak ever since then. This year, we plan on taking a Vangelda bus to we got 3 pyramids here in Illinois. One of the pyramids is taller than the Empire State Building, and taller than the one in Cairo, Egypt. I'm blown away how many people did not know that we had a pyramid here. We also, the Mississippi Indians that's on the Mississippi River, the Winnebago Indians here in Winnebago, and what have you, all was descendants and part of building that pyramid. I'm also blown away that if you turn and look at the pictures, the Indians is darker than any one of us in here, in this here room. So they wanted to call it a mound, but it's actually a pyramid. Now, we're going to talk about the mounds because the reason I'm bringing up the mounds, I had to do my little research. When they wanted to turn Morgan Street Bridge, change the name when the police officer and the individual black that got killed, they wanted to change it to his name. So I did my homework. I come to find out we had 1,000 mounds here in Winnebago. I-251 was over 1,000 mounds. That whole highway was nothing but Indian mounds. Rockford College also was built on top of Indian mounds. The Union Station is built on top of Indian mounds. Morgan owned most of the land on this side of the river. From my house, North Main Manor, all the way to 15th Avenue was Indian mounds. They had all them Indian mounds dug up. Guess how much they paid for them? They paid for them through trinkets. The Indians didn't think about it. They thought the land is open. The Geronimo said it best. The white man made me many promises, but he only kept but one. He promised to take our land, and he took it. We want to take a trip to, I'm going to pass this off to Gina Minks, which has been very loyal and helping me. My brother from another mother, which is a Republican, Chad. Then we got Frank also, and then we got Karen and got April. Them the 5 that never criticize what I'm doing, but they take a page out of what Dr. Reed said. Dr. Reed said, Brother John, you got an unorthodox way of getting things done, and you got a unique way of doing things, but if I did what you do, I'll be fired in the next 15 minutes. But I'm not going to never be fired because I never worked for the system, I work for the Lord. And so the Vangelda bus going to cost us over $4,000 to get a Vangelda bus. I also want to thank Ron Kruger, Michael Fabasky, and a few others that have been sponsoring us. Oh,
time is up.
Okay, just real quick. The Catholic Church and the Lutheran Church is blessing this program. I'd like to see the
I'm sorry,
bless her.
time's up.
I know my time up. Can I pass this to Gina Mink
Absolutely.
so we can carry on?
Okay. And while you're doing that, our fourth speaker is Mila Meeks.
Okay. Can I get them 3 minutes that he ain't here?
Is Mila Meeks here? Okay, come back on that one as well. And our fifth speaker is Prophet Youssef.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. In the book of Psalms, the 119th chapter, the 105th verse, it says, Thy word is a lamp to my feet, a light to my pathway. What I want to speak about tonight, child abuse epidemic in the United States and the killing of children. Over 1,990 American children die each year of intentional injuries at the hands of a caretaker. Most are infants or young toddlers. No single health, social service, law enforcement, or judicial system exists to track and comprehensively assess the circumstance of child death. This viewpoint describes the expanded national implementation of interagency, multidisciplinary child death review teams in response to the critical need for systematic evaluation and case management of suspicious child death. Unique factors in child death. Death scenes investigators evaluating adult victims may follow protocols fairly objective. First responders to an imminent or actual child death scene, however, may be swept up in an intense focus on providing life support for the victim and emotional support for the victim's family. Most suspicious child deaths occur among very young children. My studies of fatal child abuse, of homicide by caretakers indicate that 50% of the victims are under 1 year of age. These young victims may have no previous records or only medical records that are not frequently accessed as part of the death investigation. Autopsies of young children require a specialized understanding of pediatric pathology, child abuse, and forensic investigation. Few jurisdictions have such experts. Autopsy may be conducted by physicians with no formal pathology training, much less specialization in forensic pathology. Radiological and laboratory equipment for clinical or forensic tests may make a diagnosis possible, but these tests may be unavailable locally or may not be ordered to reduce costs. The above factors contribute to an inappropriate surveillance, potential underreporting, misclassification, mismanagement of child death. Case management is further confounded by problems in interagency communication. My solution? To solve this problem in the United States, you got to come down on these low-lifers that's doing this to these children and hire more specialists to investigate to solve this problem. Thank you for allowing me to speak.
Thank you. Is either Matthew Wilder or Mila Meeks here? Okay, we will move into our agenda.
May I offer public comment?
No, you may not.
Understood.
Alderman Bell.
Thank you, Chairman. Just want to ask legal, are we able to, there were 2 slots for public comment that were not filled today. Is there anybody outstanding or that is on the list that was not granted a spot today? That is here today?
I don't have the list in front of me. Typically, we that's our procedure.
Thank you, Chairman.
I'm sorry, we don't, our council rules don't allow for people who are not, whose names do not appear on the agenda to speak, correct?
That's correct, unless it's with 2/3 vote of the council members.
Did you intend to make a motion, Alderman Bell?
I intended to ask the question that was answered. Thank you.
Okay. All right, thank you. All right, since we called the roll, Alderwomen Prunty and Tarina have joined the meeting. And our first item is 609 Kilburn Avenue. Zoning Board of Appeals recommends denial for a special use permit for planned use development consisting of a ground mount solar array with the existing parking lot and variation to allow a chain link fence within the front yard along Acorn Street and a variation to increase the fence height from 4 feet to 6 feet within the front yard along Acorn Street in an R2 two-family residential zoning district at 609 Kilburn Avenue. Greenlink Solar Solutions for the Boys and Girls Club of Rockford are the applicants. Is there a motion to approve?
So move.
Second. Is there a second? I'll second. I'm sorry. I meant to ask if there is a second, but I guess I seconded it. That's fine. I'll second. Are there any this has been laid over a couple of times. Are there any further questions or comments on this item? Alderman Bell.
Thank you, Chairman. This item is in the 13th Ward, and I plan to support it. I have been on a journey to speak with each member of this committee to answer any questions, as I've had extensive conversations with the Boys and Girls Club, Greenlink Energy, and Zion West, who all are a part of this solar development. Just so, I'll highlight a few things in the document that you all have. I know that it was sent out by one of the representatives from Greenlink to this committee. But this project is estimated to save the Boys and Girls Club about $40,000 a year. This project also is going to include the CEJA Hub, which is the Clean Energy Jobs Act program that we have here in the city of Rockford and across the state. The graduates from Zion West enterprise to be a part of this project for a workforce opportunity, so that these individuals who have been trained up and given a certificate and licensing essentially to be a part of solar developments at a high level. They're all certified, and now they'll be a part of this project. So I'd hope that I get your all support in moving this forward to help offset some of the cost for the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you.
Any other questions or comments on item 1? Alderwoman Wilkins.
Yeah, thank you, Your Honor. I'd like to know, what were some of the, can you restate some of the reasons for the denial for me again, please?
Reasons for denial, placing the solar into the parking lot, pavement, not having any grass below that, just having pavement, chain link fence in the front yard, which people thought would be very unattractive as well. So those were some of the biggest reasons right there.
And I appreciate the alderman for working very diligently on this, and even the feedback that was taken back and some of the changes that have been presented. I'm still having a hard time with where some of these solar panels are placed in the parking lot, as was stated as one of the reasons for denial. I'm not going to hold this up in committee, but that will be something that I'll have to factor in for next week's vote.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Alderwoman Meeks.
Thank you so much for allowing me to speak on your committee. I just had a question, because I did visit this site and, kind of took a look where things were going to be placed. I'll be honest, when I went there, I didn't really see a major issue with where it's located, but my biggest issue was the chain link fence. And I just wonder, with regards to the fence, I think they're asking for it to go from 4 to 6. Would even higher be allowed at all to really kind of cover the panels and then not have it chain link, but have a different type of material to make it a little bit more aesthetically pleasing? Is that something that can be maybe amended to the request?
So you couldn't amend the height request because it was advertised at 6 feet. So you can go down in height, you can't go up in height. As for the material that's being used, yes, you can require a different material if you so choose, as well as making part of it site obscuring if you wanted to as well.
Those are my only questions for council. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? I would just add that I think the 7th Ward Alderman mentioned that there have been changes, but I want to clarify there have not been any, despite these repeated layovers. And I want to state I'm in favor of this proposal. I've just been opposed to the layovers. Despite these repeated layovers, there have been no changes to the application, correct?
That's correct.
So I assume what you're referring to is this additional information. Okay. Yes, Alderman Bell.
Thank you, Chair. I know we went over this last time since it's back in front of us. Zoning Board of Appeals recommends denial. Director Hammer, can you, if Alderman Bell, which I'm in favor of moving this project forward so that they can develop it, can you help with the framing of this vote, please?
I'm sorry, I don't understand your question.
So,
Do you?
I want to support it. It's coming to us as a denial. I'd be voting no if I want it to go forward, correct?
That's correct. My notes indicate the motion was to sustain ZBA's recommendation for denial. So if you vote no, that means you're in favor of the project.
So if I vote no, I'm in favor of the project. Thank you.
Correct. No vote means you support the project. Yes vote means you oppose the project and support the zoning board's recommendation to deny. Are there any other questions or comments? Alderman Bell.
Thank you. I believe Mr. Capovilla had something.
Oh,
Just for the record, I think if someone is going to reverse the Zoning Board of Appeals, they should make a motion to reverse the Zoning Board of Appeals instead of voting no on the item, because if you vote no on the item, you're not approving it either, correct?
So this would come out of committee to, if the motion fails to sustain the ZBA's recommendation of denial, then it would come out, we would, you are correct, we would need a motion to approve because we would need to reverse the findings of fact. So, yes, that's correct.
why don't we see how the vote comes out first?
Sure.
I'm going to ask the clerk to call the roll on the motion to deny. So again, yes vote is that you support the project, and no vote is that you don't.
That's backwards.
I'm sorry. We had it right the first time. Yes vote means that you support the Zoning Board of Appeals recommendation to deny and that you're opposed to the project. A yes vote means that you support the project.
That's correct.
Clerk? Oh, Alderman Bell.
Thank you, Chairman. I'll make a motion to reverse the Zoning Board of Appeals recommendation from denial to approval.
Seeing lack of a second, we'll move forward with the original motion.
Oh, gosh.
Bonnie?
No.
Trina? Pronti? Wilkins? Bell?
No.
3 ayes, 2 noes.
So the motion carries. Okay, so we move on to item number 2, which is plat number 7 of Walmart subdivision for the property located at 72XX Walton Street. Is there a motion to approve? So moved. I'll second. Are there any, oh, you did? I'm sorry. Alderwoman Trina seconded. Are there any questions or comments on item 2? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 3 is being held out under Section 2 resolutions. Item 1, Rockford City Market. This event is scheduled to take place every Friday, beginning on May 15th through August 28th from 4 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. The event location will be on Water Street between East State Street and Short Jefferson, Market Street between Water Street and the railroad tracks, City Market Pavilion. Is there a motion to approve? So moved. Are there any questions or comments? Alderwoman Turina.
I don't have a question on this item. I wasn't able to ask a question about, I would like to go back to, can you explain why number 3 is being held out, please?
Yes, I would like more time to discuss it with staff.
Does that take a vote from the committee?
If there's an objection. Of course. So I guess I would make a motion that we lay this over.
Sir, it's just.
This is item 3 under committee reports.
I just was
No, but
curious.
Alderwoman Torino wanted to,
Just more,
correct. And Alderman Bell is objecting to it being held out. So now we need a motion to lay it over. So I am making a motion to, do we need to vote on the item we're on and then come back to this? Can we vote on the item that we're on and then come back to item 3 at the end of the meeting?
That's fine, as long as it's clear in the record.
Okay. So we're on item 1, approval of Rockford City Market. I believe there was there a motion and a second?
Yes.
Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye. 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 Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 2 is the Pride Alley Parade. This event is scheduled to take place on June 6th from noon to 8 p.m. The event location will be on 115 North 2nd Street, City of Rockford, Lot 28, 120 North 3rd Street, City of Rockford, Lot 30, and Market Street between 2nd and 3rd Street. Is there a motion to approve?
so moved.
All those in favor signify, or any questions or comments? I'm sorry. Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 3 is South Main Mercado. This event is scheduled to take place on June 7th from noon to 7 p.m. The event location will be on South Main Street between Loomis Street and Kent Street. Is there a motion to approve item 3? Are there any questions or comments? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. 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 Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 4 is Ironman Rockford 70.3. This event is scheduled to take place on June 14th from 4 a.m. to 5 p.m. The event location will be on the Rock River, Davis Park, downtown Rockford, West Rockford, Rock River Recreational Path, and surrounding communities. Is there a motion to approve? Any questions or comments on item 4? Alderman Bell.
Thank you, Chair. I just want to give a shout out and say thank you to Go Rockford, as they've been working through some of the things that residents and specifically churches in the 13th Ward and probably in a little bit or in other wards as well, and the fact that traffic flows were bogged down, obviously, or barricaded, and individuals could not go to church in the 13th Ward specifically. So they're working on that with me and others to ensure that individuals are not taken away from the activities that they desire to be in, at least on the religious, them going to church. So just want to say thank you to Go Rockford. Thank you.
Any other questions or comments on item 4? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, any opposed? Motion carries. Item 5, Vets Rock the Block. This event is scheduled to take place on June 20th from noon to 6 p.m. The event location will be at 1010 South Main Street, American Legion Post 340. Is there a motion to approve? Are there any questions or comments on item 5? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Item 6 is National Night Out. This event is scheduled to take place on August 4th from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. The event location will be on Water Street between East State Street and Short Jefferson, Market Street between Water Street and the railroad tracks, which is City Market Pavilion. Is there a motion to approve item number 6? Are there any questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Going back to item 3, I will withdraw my motion to lay this item over, since I know where this will go. That'll go with this committee, and we'll just do it on the 2 alderman rule next week. Is there a motion to approve item 3? Are there any questions or comments on item 3? Seeing none, can we have a roll call vote on this one?
Bonnie?
No.
Serena? Conti? Wilkins? Bill? It's 3 ayes, 2 noes.
Motion carries. Is there a motion to adjourn? Is there a second? I'll second. All those in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Meeting is adjourned.
Good evening. Welcome to the Finance and Personnel Committee meeting held tonight, Monday, April 13th. Sir Clerk, could you please take roll? Here. Thank you. All right, under committee reports, the first item is an approval of vouchers in the amount of $13,153,758.62. Is there a motion to approve vouchers? Any questions or comments on vouchers? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. Item 2 is an approval. No, there is no public comment at the Finance and Personnel Committee. I'm sorry. Number 2 is the approval of the release of liens in the total amount of $20,293.23 to facilitate the sale of trustee properties located at 3617 Preston Street and 2916 Custer Avenue. Is there a motion to approve? Any questions or comments for staff? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? All right. Matter passes, I believe. Moving to resolutions. Number 1 is an approval and acceptance of the Rockford Township Emergency Rental Assistance Agreement in the amount of $25,000. It does not require a cost match. It is from April 1, 2026 to March 31, 2027. Is there a motion to approve? Any questions or comments for staff? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. Item 2 is award of bid for citywide street repairs group number 2, downtown RVC campus to N-Track, the amount of $787,762.60. It is through June 26, 2026, and the funding source is the 1% infrastructure sales tax. Is there a motion to approve the award? Any questions for staff? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. Item 3 is award of joint purchase contract for a backhoe loader equipment to Westside Tractor Sales, the amount of $305,401. The funding source is the Water Division Capital Lease Fund. Is there a motion to approve? Any questions or comments for staff? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. Item 4 is award of joint purchase contract for a 2026 light-duty vehicle from Enterprise in the amount of $31,918. The funding source is the Health and Human Services LIHEAP CSBG Grant Fund. Is there a motion to approve? Any questions for staff? Yes, Alderman Granite.
Can I just ask why this isn't included, why 4 and 5 are separate?
We'd like to answer that.
That's your larger first.
Oh, sure. Once we get to the next item on the agenda, these are different finance packages, what we would consider more of an outright purchase, whereas this is a lease through Enterprise.
Any other questions? All those in favor indicate by aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. Item 5 is an award of contract for 2026 light-duty citywide vehicles to Anderson Rock River Ford in the amount of $1,132,920. This is a one-time purchase. The funding sources are the capital lease funds and various divisions' capital budgets. Is there a motion to approve? So moved. Any questions or comments for staff? All right, seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. Item 6 is award of a joint purchase contract for citywide heavy-duty fleet purchases to Lakeside International, in the amount of $1,543,248. The funding sources are the general fund and the water division capital lease fund. Is there a motion to approve? Second. Any questions or comments for staff? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. Item 7 is award of bid for water division Portland cement concrete patching to DPI Construction, in the amount of $450,000 based on unit pricing. It's a one-year contract with 4 possible annual extensions. The funding source is the water fund operating budget. Is there a motion to approve the award? Second. Any questions or comments for staff on the concrete? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. Item 8 is award of bid for well number 46 water treatment facility to Scandrolli Construction, in the amount of $23,490,127.77. The contract duration is through December 31 of 2029. The funding source is the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency State Revolving Fund. Is there a motion to approve? Any questions on the well? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. Item 9 is an award of engineering agreement for well number 46 water treatment facility to Strand Associates in the amount of $1.84 million. The contract is also through December 28, 2029, and the funding source is the IEPA State Revolving Fund. Is there a motion to approve the engineering agreement? So moved. Any questions for staff? Alderman Beach.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Why are these items separate when they're part of the original bid?
I would just presume because I'll take this one. One is for the construction with the general contractor, the one we just voted on, and this one is not for the construction but for the engineering agreement, which is a separate entity, separate company, separate scope of work.
That's correct. So the first one was the bid for the actual construction activities, and then this one is for the engineering agreement and construction inspection to the engineering firm.
Okay, well, when I looked at the bid sheet, and I looked at the items, this one's included, and the total number at the bottom, I just concluded that that's what we agreed to do.
Correct. Yeah, we include the engineering, all the costs from the design to the construction activities, the bid, and then the engineering, construction engineering in the total costs of the project.
Okay.
And that would be on the award of bid for the construction to Scandrolli and the engineering to Strand.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions? Seeing none, all those in favor of approving the award of the engineering agreement indicate by aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Matter passes. Item 10 is the award of engineering agreement for the Corbin Street over Kent Creek Bridge replacement to H.R. Green in the amount of $163,740. The contract duration is through March 31, 2027, and the funding source are MFT funds. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Any questions or comments for staff? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. Item 11 is the engineering agreement supplement number 2 for the 8th Avenue over Keith Creek Bridge replacement to IMEG for an additional amount of $190,772 for an amended total now of $426,171.76. The contract duration is through December 31, 2026. The funding sources are MFT funds and the Federal Local Bridge Formula Program funds. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or comments for staff? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. Item 12 is an engineering agreement supplement number 3 on the same 8th Avenue over Keith Creek Bridge replacement to IMEG for an additional amount of $22,243 for an amended total of $426,171.76. It is through December 31, 2026, and the funding sources are the MFT and the Federal Local Bridge Formula Program funds. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or comments for staff? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. Item 13 is a resolution approving appropriation of MFT funds for improvement under the Illinois Highway Code Region 1 Planning Council fiscal year 2026 funding in the amount of $91,308.49. Is there a motion to approve the resolution? Any questions or comments for staff? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. Item 14 is a supplemental resolution approving appropriation of MFT funds for improvement under the Illinois Highway Code for the Corbin Street over Kent Creek Bridge replacement, an additional amount of $200,000 for an amended total of $360,000. Is there a motion to approve the amendment?
So moved.
Any questions for staff? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. Item 15 is a supplemental resolution approving appropriation of motor fuel tax funds for improvement under the Illinois Highway Code for the 8th Avenue over Keith Creek Bridge replacement for an additional amount of $250,000 for an amended total of $300,000. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Any questions for staff? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. Item 16 is award of a joint purchase contract for Microsoft Office Suite and Security applications to CDW Government in an amount of $487,597.27. It's a one-year contract with 2 annual extensions. The funding source is the Information Technology and Integration budget. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Any questions for staff? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. Item 17 is an award of a joint purchasing contract for work management and customer relations management software to SHI International in the amount of $54,717.40. The contract duration is 1 year. The funding sources are the Community and Economic Development and the Legal Department operating budgets. Is there a motion to approve?
So move.
Second.
Are there any questions or comments for staff? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? All right. Before we adjourn, there doesn't indicate there's an item 18, but there actually is. At this time, I would move that we convene into closed session to discuss real estate acquisition matters. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. All right, we'll keep this meeting open. Thank you.